What's up, everybody? Man, you're wondering why in the hell I'm in the hood. In Carrollton County, or Carrollton, Georgia. Well, interesting that you asked that question. I'm gonna answer for you. How you doing? Thank you. The crackhead said my helmet cover is cute. There's a compliment. Go ahead, oh, little sexy mama. You're wondering why I'm out here in the hood. Well, I was selling one of my helmets. A guy hit me up on Let Go. I sold my built helmet, the one that looks like the Icon variant. I was just trying, I had bought it for like 50 bucks. No, I actually bought it for like 40 bucks, just sold it for 90. And I really did not like the style of helmet. Like, I got the helmet because I just wanted to try it, just to see if I like that style. I mean, I'm not really an Icon person. I'm a Scorpion person, and that's what I rock, is the Scorpion. Been rocking them for years, but I'm not like too close-minded to try other helmets out. My wife has an Icon, and I've tried just different kind of helmets, and I like the look of the variant because Chase has it. That's one of his major helmets that he wears. There's a bug. There's a spot. I hope it'll show up my thing. No. Okay, there. Got it. So, that's what he wears. So I just wanted to try a smaller version or a different version of it and just see if I like the style. And maybe I would have gotten one if I found a good deal on one, but I don't really not a type of person who just goes runs and buys the first thing I see that looks cool. I try to find cheaper versions of it, try it out, buy it, wear it. If I like it, then I get the real version. If I don't like it, just sell it and get my money back or make a profit. So I always make sure whenever I buy something that I make sure if I don't like it or it doesn't work out, that I'll make my money back or make a profit. Always. And look at this police officer. So I decided to, like I said, I was selling my helmet. Oh, they're going to jail. So I sold my helmet, and like I said, I was just trying different version. I don't like it because, let me tell you why I don't like that particular helmet. First of all, it looks like, I thought it would look cool. I thought it would be an awesome helmet, but the dirt bike look is not a good look for a street bike for me. It looked kind of cool, but when I actually put it on and tried it, it doesn't really like feel that good. Like, I'm a type of person where I don't care how it looks. If I'm uncomfortable or there's an issue with it or I don't like it, I'm not going to like keep using it or wearing it or anything like that. I'm not going to be like a female who goes to the club and wears the cutest shoes that she thinks are cute, but they are like two sizes too small, and her feet are like barking because they hurt so bad because she stuffed her big foot in a small shoe just because she wants to look cute. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it at all. So, the helmet, first of all, it was just too much air. Like, literally, like, underneath my chin, there was just way too much air. And number two, I couldn't use it as a motovlog because of the air that's because of all the air. I was getting a lot of wind noises. Even when I have a dead cat on my mic, I was still getting hella wind noise, and you couldn't even hear me. So that was another thing. And the third thing I didn't like about it was it just felt cheap, you know. I mean, Bilt's a pretty decent brand, but it just felt really cheap, really like not, you know, I didn't feel, my head didn't feel safe, you know. Like right now my head feels safe, you know. It's got the, you know, all the cushions and everything in there. My head feels secure. My head feels very secure in this helmet. But the other helmet, no, it didn't feel secure at all. It felt like a lot of just emptiness, and it felt cheap, you know. And also I have another. Okay, lady, are you dead? Huh. But I got another helmet, and of course it's a Scorpion, but I can't wait to, you know, transfer all my stuff onto it, or set up a whole another motovlog helmet with it, because I mean, I'm gonna love it. It's awesome. My wife says, oh, it's kind of, the design is ugly, but I was like, well, it's gonna have a helmet cover on there anyway, so you won't even see it. So I was meeting a guy, and he was like, hey, you know, I was selling for 80. The guy says, hey, I'll give you 90 if you come out here to Carrollton, which is only like 20 minutes from where I live at. So I was like, well, that gives me an excuse to get on the motorcycle and make a vlog and just, you know, get some riding in. Kind of cool today. So I was like, yeah, why not? So the only bad thing about it is it's very nerve-wracking when you do something like that, because, you know, what if I rode all the way out here, he gets the helmet and doesn't like it, and then I got to ride all the way back home with the helmet with no money. But sometimes you got to take the chances, and at the end of the day, I wouldn't have been too upset, because the good thing is I got to ride in, so, you know, all wasn't lost. Because anytime you can get a ride in and have some fun, it's worth it. So the guy met me and stuff like that, which is cool. And then as I was like getting my stuff together, another guy on the bike just rolls up and says, hey, he thought I was somebody else. I was like, oh, no, you live here? Not really. I live like, you know, a few towns over. He's like, well, you know, what are you doing here? And I was like, I just met a guy who bought a helmet from me. So I was like, okay, you know, that's the questions, which is cool. He's like, why do you have you meet me here at this gas station? I'm like, I don't know, because it's close to him. And he was like, well, I mean, you know, this is a kind of rough neighborhood to get gas. I was like, look, I said, I'm like 2 streets down from the courthouse, and I'm in a public place, and, you know, there's a lot of witnesses. So, you know, I felt pretty secure on meeting this guy at this gas station. I didn't feel like my life was in danger, so my spidey senses didn't like tingle or nothing like that. But you know, you got to be careful when you do things like that. You know, a lot of times, especially if it's places you're not really familiar with, you know, it's always good to bring somebody with you. And I was gonna bring my friend Big Dog, but his bike doesn't have his mirrors and front brake line and stuff like that. So I say, well, okay, well, I think I can make it, you know. So just, you know, we do stuff like that, just be careful.